one, I am supporting Akpabio because he's a Senate president. Number two, he's somebody's husband. He's not looking at Natasha. Natasha is just a senator. He doesn't have time with Natasha. Natasha should free Akpabio. Akpabio is somebody's father. He's a grandfather. He's somebody's husband. He's somebody's son. Natasha should face her husband and leave Akpabio alone. A man is free to look at a woman. That is the end. He should stop blackmailing Akpabio.
This Natasha and Akpabio issue is getting more interesting, more disheartening, more sadder. Yes, I would say more sadder, because you would think in a sane society when something like this happens, the necessary steps will be taken, which is for panel to be set up, for investigation to be carried on, so that they can really verify what is really going on, who is telling the truth and who is telling a lie. Sexual harassment in a place of work is not something that should be taken with levity, especially when it's affecting discharge of duty. And this is what Natasha said in the chamber a few days ago when this issue broke out around February 20, and there was serious uproar in the Senate between Senator Natasha and the Senate President Akpabio. I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. My name is Real Talk with Auntie Adwini. The first video you just saw was the supporters of Akpabio saying, and you can imagine the reason why what they are giving for supporting Akpabio. Kai, we are really, really backward. Akpabio is the father of somebody, is the husband of somebody. Natasha is lying. How did they confirm Natasha is lying? Have they been investigated? Separately, and Pro Natasha was there too. Pro Natasha was at the chamber yesterday. Pro Akpabio was there. In fact, there was even tear gas at the assembly yesterday because of this issue. Now, the Senate is now telling Natasha that they are not going to listen to her petition because she signed the petition herself, that she's not supposed to sign it according to one of the section in the law. Okay, so now they are trying to dismiss what she said. And there was a video I saw where one of the Senate members was saying a lot of accolades, how they play in the house, how they have never, no female member has ever complained of being harassed and all that. Now my question is, how many do they have there? 4. Who are the 4 people? They are not young people. I think Natasha happens to be the youngest among them. Now, the wife of the Senate president has sued Natasha's counter-sue. And it's like the tension is still going higher. It's not going down. Because when Akpabio was trying to speak, in fact, Natasha don't humble Akpabio. You need to see when Akpabio was talking, he was talking with a gentle voice, like person that cannot finish one wrap of moi moi. And one thing I now saw that I really love was the way Natasha's husband, this is the video, Natasha's husband followed her to the chamber, to the National Assembly yesterday, and when he was about going, gave her a kiss. That is assurance. I am with you. I'm standing by you. You are not alone in this. Because it is expected that all the Senate members should just be neutral, no support for both of them until they investigate the matter. But the little clips we saw online was looking like they are supporting Natasha against, supporting Akpabio against Natasha. Like, I don't know. To me, it seems like they are trying to shut Natasha up. And one thing I love Natasha that she did yesterday when in that assembly, she knew they were trying to shut her up. And so she begins scream. Not really scream like that, talk in a very high tone. We don't know who is lying between the two of them. I am not making a case for Natasha here. Neither am I making a case for Akpabio. But I know in a sane society, when something like this happens, if something like this is happening in the place that is supposed to be held in high esteem, where you are expecting that things will be done rightly, and they are doing it this way, then what do we expect when it now comes to the lower place? in a sane society, number one, up till now, Akpabio has not said anything other than people talking for him, other than the wife coming out to support and say no. He himself has not addressed the issue. This is where I am having issues. In a sane society, if something like this should happen, Akpabio himself will come out, he will announce, he will address the public, he will say his own side of the story, that either it happened, it never happened, he never made a pass, he never did this. And like I said in one of my videos that I did, I said there's nothing wrong in making a pass to somebody, but harassing that person is what is wrong. Okay, so this lady has claimed that this man has been harassing her sexually several times and it has affected her, that they don't want her to speak. They change her chair. Okay, the chair issue has been settled, that they can move the chair at any time, even though some people do not agree with that. So I'm not talking about that now. Now, the way they are handling the thing, it is just becoming more embarrassing it's becoming more embarrassing, especially knowing it's a national issue. Now they have left very important things that concern the nation. They have left it aside. This is March going now. It is this issue they are still dragging, and they have not seen solution. Some are of the opinion that there is nothing to talk about. In fact, the way I'm looking at it, it's like they would rather find a way to take the lady out of that house. The way I am seeing things going.
That the petition she presented today is actually dead on arrival. And I say that because it runs contrary to Order 40, subsection 4, that no senator may present to the Senate a petition signed by him or herself. And that petition, having been signed by her, will not be entertained by this committee. And so, ladies and gentlemen, she's not here. Now I can understand why she's not here. She's probably not here on the order of her lawyers. That being the case, the committee will sit and will deliberate on what we've gotten from distinguished senators that have presented their cases before us, and the Sergeant at Arms, and based on our rule books and all other documents that is available to us, to make a decision here, and then make a referral to the full Senate.
This is the difference between a sane climate and a climate where people do things anyhow. If it's in a sane climate, some other people will have put up that petition on behalf of Natasha, and they will have called for investigation into the case. Now she brought the petition. Nobody wants to write. She brought in a petition. They said they can't take it under 40 or whatever he calls it now. And they say they are rejecting her petition. That's the country we find ourselves. And this issue of them always carrying people to come and carry placard at every little opportunity. If things are done the right way, do you carry placard in a normal society when there is law and order and law will take its course? Hey, which way Nigeria? Which way? Anyway, we are watching where this case is going. We are really watching. This is going to test the integrity of the National Assembly so well.
There are 4 female senators in this 10th Assembly, and I will tell you straight up that I'm very close to at least 3 of them. I sit next to Senator Reti Kingigbe, and I consider her as a friend. The issue that you're speaking about, again, does not border on sexual harassment against her. Again, it's a matter of privilege. I don't also think that is directed to any individual because of their sex. If I were to give you my own experience, there are many occasions that I also would complain, and I do complain. Because there are times I raise up my hands and the Senate President does not recognize me, and he recognizes someone that is behind me, and I'm wondering why is that so? But he cannot entertain every individual or every senator at a sitting who have an opinion on any matter that is on the floor. And so it is his prerogative. I don't believe that he does so because of the sex of the senator. I really do not believe that. The Senate President, in my opinion, which I will give based on what happens on the floor, has not, in my opinion, made any sexual remarks to any of the female senators. And I don't think that any of the female senators have also complained about sexual harassment against him or anybody. We joke a lot in the Senate. I must let you know that. The Senate is not, I don't know how to say it, but the Senate is a place where we all converge to discuss about the matters that affect the country. One, two. After a while, having sit in the Senate for 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 1 year, you understand that there will be familiarity of some sort, where we even call each other by first name. I remember when we first got to the Senate, we addressed each other by Mr. or Miss, and so on and so forth. But now we call each other by first name because we see each other every day in the chambers. We sit close to each other, and we also confer with one another. And so, if the familiarity is what it is that is considered some sort of harassment, I don't know. But for me, I do not think that that the conduct of the Senate President on the floor is such that is against the female in the chambers. I do not think so.
I'm all like this,